Welcome to Strategic Darshan. Today's topic of analysis is China's hegemonic behavior continuing in the South China Sea, when India is carrying out the historical naval deployment and exercise in Indo-Pacific with South Asian countries and Quad. Viewers, India's historic and prolonged naval deployment of warships in South Asia, South China Sea and in Pacific region to include the Indian Ocean region and Indo-Pacific is on since last month. It's in conformity with India's maritime vision as propagated by the maritime visionary Admiral Alfred T. Mahan. Whoever attains maritime supremacy within the Indian Ocean would be a prominent player on the international scene. As per Indian Navy statement, the deployment of the Indian Navy ships seeks to underscore the operational reach, peaceful presence and solidarity with friendly countries towards ensuring good order in the maritime domain. These maritime initiatives enhance synergy and coordination between the Indian Navy and friendly countries based on common maritime interests, commitment toward the freedom of navigation at sea. This video will be done in 3 parts. This is part 1, in which we will be understanding the Indian Ocean region, the Indo-Pacific region and what are our concerns. For this, to have a deeper understanding, we have with us Major General K.K. Sinha. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Ma'am, you have taken up a very important issue of Indian Ocean region and also of Indo-Pacific, when the complete attention of the world is focused in the area of Afghanistan and Pakistan region, and especially after the Taliban taking over and the complete Afghanistan by 15th of last month, that is 15th August. So when the world attention is there are a lot of initiative which has been taken by especially India and the Quad nations in this region, and they are doing a huge, first time, a very huge, long, prolonged deployment. And the China is reacting to it. The China is also trying to countervail. So this requires a very detailed explanation, understanding of this region and what is this dilemmas are, what is the China's dilemma, and what is how the globe, how the major power of the worlds are reacting to this, and the China is countering that, trying to countering that, and that game is going on. So let's understand the whole thing in a right perspective, and probably we'll be doing it in 3 parts. The part 1 will be doing with the understanding of this area of Indian Ocean region and also Indo-Pacific and what our concerns are. The second thing is the Indian initiative which is going on in this area, and what is going on, especially of the the prolonged naval deployment, the part 2, and part 3 will be doing what is the China doing the countervailing that, and how China is reacting to this, and how China is doing something which the world has missed it. Probably it is during this time when the attention is somewhere else, the China is doing something different. So let's quickly go through. So we'll take the first part 1, that is your understanding this region, both Indian Ocean region and the Indo-Pacific area. Part 1 will take it that the geo-strategic importance of Indian Ocean region and also the Indo-Pacific, and what are the issues which pertaining to India, and what is also the pertaining to China, and what is the global concern in this region, and why the geostrategic shift which is taking place, what the world is witnessing, that will decide about the world order. So we are covering this particular thing in part 1, and in which the first we will take it the Indian Ocean region, and subsequently we will go in detail of Indo-Pacific region. Quickly just go and see and understand on the map. Let's quickly see the importance of Indian Ocean region and what are the concerns. Starting with the Persian Gulf. This is Persian Gulf, Iran, Iraq, UAE and Oman, this area, and this is a very narrow, again very choke point. then Gulf of Aden, basically coming through the Red Sea, and this is the Gulf of Aden. It is again another choke point. Coming down to the area in Iran, we have got Chabahar. Chabahar is being developed by India, and which keeps coming a very important strategic point, reference point as far as Chabahar port is concerned, which is planned to give it to India, is called North-South Corridor going towards Central Asia. The second thing is Godar. Godar is the military port being developed by the China. This is the part of the CPAC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is going like this to the China and coming right up to this area. Then the Indian, the Karachi port of Pakistan, and very important. And then we have got the peninsular India. This is Mumbai, and to the western side, beautifully Indian peninsula. You see that beautifully sitting in the Indian Ocean region. And we have gone on the eastern side, and nature has given you a Lakshadweep, which is a very important strategic point, giving depth to Indian peninsula from the western side. We have got Andaman Nicobar, which is sitting in the Bay of Bengal area, and it is giving from the eastern side depth to the Indian peninsula, and they give you a huge maritime capability to India. And south we have got Sri Lanka, and this is Hambantota. Hambantota is the port of Sri Lanka, which was given to China by the Sri Lanka, and the Chinese have developed it and taken the 99 years leash, and that has put the Sri Lanka in that debt trap. This is very important in the area of Myanmar. This is called Sitwe, and we have got both India and China has got along with the Irrawaddy river which is coming. India has got also a Kaladan project coming to the Sitwe, and the China also wants to come in this area, a very important area, and that will give a China opening towards the Indian Ocean region and also into the Bay of Bengal in this a part of the Indian Ocean of India. The second port which I will be covering part 3, a very important development which has taken place, and it has happened when there is whole world attention is there in Pakistan and Afghanistan region. They have already developed this road rail link which is coming and giving an opening into the Indian Ocean region as far as China is concerned. Now, very important, quickly go, and that is talk about the Malacca Strait dilemma of China. This is Malacca Strait, a very, very narrow passage. Sumatra, Malaysia, Singapore, and this is Malacca Strait. The Malacca Strait is, and if you take it Indian Ocean region coupled with, the South China Sea, 5 trillion global trade passes through this area annually. Very important choke point. And as far as India is concerned, 55% of India trade passes through this. So very, and this is within the striking distance and the capability of Indian Navy. We can choke this area any time, and this is what the Malacca Strait dilemma, which He Jintao of China in 1992 onwards brought this dilemma, and they want to have to how to counter this is the China's dilemma is, which the China is doing, whether in Sitwe, in this area of Myanmar, joining directly from there, what they are doing into the area of Godar and Chabahar is all the part of this, because of this dilemma. China also tried to, Sunda Strait, Lombok and Makassar Strait, these 3, in this area. But the problem is that, if the China is trading through, or the world is trading through, then if you are coming through the Malacca Strait, you take it that, a barrel of, oil, if it is $2 costing for the transportation, if they go through these strait, because the China wanted to open this as an alternative strait to come to, outflank the Malacca Strait dilemma, but it is $12 to $15 per barrel. So it is not cost effective. So China has given up, and I think the global shipping has also given up this three strait. China also tried one more thing. They wanted to have something like what arrangement is there in Red Sea, the Suez Canal. Something they wanted to have a canal coming from mainland China towards Thailand through the river, Mekong River of China. They want to come, but somehow they are not able to do it, because in that case they will have to have the complete control of Laos and Thailand. So China has given up. We have just seen on the map the importance of Indian Ocean region, what are the concerns, what is the Malacca dilemma of China, and what is the strength of the Indian maritime power in this area. We have seen that, and in the cost of repetition, India is sitting so beautifully in Indian Ocean region, which we do not take it that India's ocean. We take it that it is ocean for as per the the understanding of the world, that Indian Ocean region is the ocean of the world. Everyone has got the freedom of navigation, and we do not do the hegemonic behavior way the Chinese are doing in the Eastern China Sea or in the South China Sea. India has got a huge capability, especially to choke anything which the Indian wants to do it, especially the hegemonic China, to contain that in the area of Malacca Strait, and also in the area of Persian Gulf or Gulf of Aden. So everyone, when it comes, and we will see subsequently in other part, that the Quad formation is the because of the India's strategic understanding from decades, the Indian maritime capability is which started, and it was the military thinker, especially the naval military thinkers and the leadership has always kept the focus of making a blue water navy for India, which is now paying the dividends, and that is the whole world is gravitating towards India to join, and especially the Quad formation. Now we'll quickly see what is the Indian Ocean region and what is concerned, especially the 9-dash line, what is the hegemonic understanding. So let's quickly go and see this on the other map. I'll quickly see this area of the South China Sea and also Pacific area. This is this what is marked with the red is dash lines, and there are 9 dash line in red which is marked, and it is everyone is now talking about 9 dash lines of China, which the China claims 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. It is also known as 11 dash line when these two are added. Now going to the history of this, in 1947, 2 years before the independence of People's Republic of China, actually came out with a historical map of this area of South China Sea, in which they marked it with the 11 dash line. These two purple lines were added along with the 9. That's why it's called, 11 dash line also. In 1947, they came out and they say historically this area is there, which includes all the islands, relief and territorial water of all littoral state like Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, Philippines. All these areas included in this claimed area of South China Sea. It is more than 80% of this area. It was in 1947, but when China got came in being in 1949, 2 years later, the Chow En Lai removed these two purple dashed lines, which is marked them in purple. Basically the area of Gulf of Tonkin, that is of Vietnam in this area, and so it became only 9 dashed line. Now when we look at this, one more dash line which has been added in 2010, that is approximately now 11 years back, and when the Taiwan has been included in that line, and the China started claiming the whole area of South China Sea. There are two group of islands. One is Parsley Island, about 150 islands, which includes the reef under, which is submerged in the water, in the sea, and also the Spratly Islands, which is approximately about 100 odd islands and reefs in this area. These islands and reefs are also claimed. Basically, the Parsley Island is claimed by Vietnam. In 1974, China by force occupied Parsley Island, and and declared that it is their area. These islands is there, and China has deployed military deployment has been carried out, surveillance equipment in the name of surveillance equipment. It is deployed the military wherewithals in these islands, and also they have made certain artificial reefs, reclaimed it, and they are deploying the military over here in the Parsley Island, and it is a bone of contention between Vietnam and China. These islands are also now claimed by Taiwan. The other group of island, the Spratly Island, which is claimed by Vietnam, China, Malaysia, even Singapore, Philippines, these islands are claimed. Everyone has got a claim. China has done it with absolutely hegemonic intent. Because in this area the huge hydrocarbons deposits are there, oil, lot of mineral rich area, marine life, fishery. So huge treasure is in this area, and China wants to claim and says the South China Sea is the Sea of China. So anyone is passing through it, they have to report their presence. Even they are claiming that any traffic which is passing through this, they have to pay to China. So it is absolutely hegemonic. It is against the United Nations Convention on the law of the high seas. It is, and about this 9 or 10 dash line, there has been a judgment of tribunal at Hague. Against the China, that these these 9 dash line or 10 dash line what the China is claiming in South China Sea, they have given against what been claimed by the China, and they're saying that it has a judgment which says that there is no legal claim justified by China, and he should not do it because it is in contravention with the United Nations Convention on the Convention of the High Seas. So this is not valid as claimed by the China, but the China is not agreeing to this. and with his hegemonic behavior, he wants and still claim, and China is claiming that any ship, any whether military or civil, passing through this area, basically $5 trillion odd of traffic is passing through this area, must report to China. And also they are claiming that the certain amounts of money they want to have, they have to pay to China, and this is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely against the convention of the high seas. Everyone has got the right for the freedom of navigation. They have to do it, and without any interference by anyone. So this is going on. And in this, what we have been hearing, which I will be covering into the next video, what is the Indian initiative, what is the world is global power is basically doing to stop the hegemonic behavior of China, which is claiming this area and trying to bully everyone around, occupying certain artificial island, and also claiming those the group of islands in these areas. That is we'll be covering in detail in the part 2. India is a historical maritime initiative based on its understanding and a very, very strategic decision which has taken 3-4 decades back to be a blue water navy and carrying out your maritime exercises this year with Vietnam, with Singapore, with Malaysia, with Philippines, and including with Australia. In this area, India is carrying out, and also doing exercise in Guam with the Quad nations.
Thank you, General Sinha. Viewers, this video has 3 parts. This was part 1. For part 2 and part 3, the links have been given in the description box below. To watch those videos, please click on the link. Also, please subscribe to our channel for further such videos. Thank you.